Yo, check me out, I'm Elder B. If you had been getting pinged and been annoyed of the last like 3 playtest, I keep saying playtest tonight, I don't know why that's on the mind, stream test notifications, I apologize to you. This should be the last one. I think I figured out what the issue was, trying something new to make it easier for editing for YouTube on the recording side, and I think that was screwing up the quality. So just real quick before we blab into what we're doing today, bounce in, we look around a little bit. Okay, things are moving the way they should, so I think we figured it out. Regardless, if you're watching this and it looks like garbage, I apologize. I'll sort it out for tomorrow. I think it's going to be okay. I can see that it's having issues loading right now, but what we're going to do is we're going to play, so at least I get some game time in tonight, and then I'll sort this out for tomorrow probably. But enough about the technical nonsense that I've been messing with far too long at this point. We're on Deadfall, playing DayZ. Tea of the evening is chamomile with honey and vanilla. The server's rather quiet. It was full earlier today, but now it's quiet, so I'm not sure, people moved on, died, on to other things. Earlier, when we had our stuttery multi-stream test that looked like garbage the whole time, and was doing what it looks like this might be doing, so hopefully this catches up and doesn't do the same thing. We almost got murdered by multiple zombie attacks and passed out twice, so it was quite an exciting time. We fired weapons, we made a bunch of noise, we're doing a bunch of stupid stuff. So now, I think what we'll do is head back up the hill. I hate when your blood is low and it's so washed out. We'll head back up the hill to the burnt out buildings. Not that one there, but there's more over this way. Look for a rifle, because that is a potential thing that spawns there. We'll head back into Algonquin. We really need to get our hands on a water source, bottle, canteen, what have you. The multiple canteens and military, so we could risk that also, which maybe we'll do West Roadblock. Not sure yet. First things first, though, we'll get back into these houses. Hopefully get back to white blood so we can see. Maybe we'll go after that deer, because at this point, I'm going to be chomping down all my pork steaks just so I don't, so I recover some blood faster, rather. I just realized, did this play through? Let me jump in this bush and check. This bush, I guess, since our fat mouth couldn't finish the pork steak fast enough. No, it was I'm thinking of a different server where I had a blood bag on me. I was going to say, I could have made this a lot faster, but anyway, here we are playing DayZ. We're looking at being back relatively regular to do some streaming, to do some YouTube videos. Playing DayZ on the regular right now, so that seems to be the most likely that YouTube videos would come from. I still have, and I'll probably make a video where I blab about all this and kind of give a narration on getting back into doing it. But I still have some videos to make before the break, which at this point was a few months ago. But I'll talk about those later. I'll do a video for that, kind of how things have been going and what I intend to get into. But in the meantime, let's wander around, find, looks like cat food, canned pork, good sign, and play some DayZ. I'm still relatively inexperienced enough that when I go into places, especially like this, that aren't really kind of the ordinary ones. 527, that's what I've got. Pristine. That's worn. Hunting scope's pristine. Well, this is PLAD. Do we have room to ditch that? I kind of want to keep it. We still can. Of course I'm going to keep stiff, because what else do I do? Keeping the gun. Take your scope. Real quick. I like the color better, though. Let's, nope. Had nothing in it. Give her a check. Listen to it bounce off stuff for 45 minutes. Denim shorts. Get them dukes. Okay, I think the connection has sorted itself out and is looking really good. I don't know why I'm sneaking around here. I don't anticipate finding somebody, but that's exactly when, you know, we'll get jump scared into a shot or just the black screen. But it's okay. This life really was just to do the multi-stream test. And I'm really surprised at what the fix was. So I'm pretty well convinced at this point that that's what it was. So hopefully that holds, because that stutter there was probably just my computer. I don't think that was a network issue. Yeah, it looks like it's still holding up pretty well. I hear gurgly zombie nonsense. Where did I drop my another knife? Oh, I did. I dropped it in the bush. Since I was doing the stream test, I one of the previous ones, I had passed out from my low blood because I kept moving around just to see how the frame rate was, and I dropped my knife in that bush. So luckily, I know exactly where we were. Do I have wool gloves? Worn. So we'll go back and get that. I think when I passed out the first time from the zombie attack, I dropped my knife then too. Good thing I have 75 knives on me. Oh, a tundra. Oh, I have like 2 308. I could ditch the longhorn. Okay, as we stand out in the open. See, it's these houses are either hit or miss. There's no in between. They're either super awesome or there's nothing in them, and today's been super awesome. All right, let's drop the CR for the moment, because the sport point is like next to nothing. Red dot. Does it take... Of course it takes the hunting scope, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Tundra it is. Because what does PLAD look like? Doesn't matter, I don't even think it takes it. It does take it. What's PLAD versus hunting? PLAD's 4 times. Hunting zooms, so that's that. We will keep that just in case, and then we still got this shotgun. I think that merits getting rid of the longhorn. I do like the longhorn, but I'm a big fan of Tundra, so handgun scope, we are all good, so we can chuck that. Bye, longhorn. Thanks for smacking a zombie for me. So, big to-dos then, weapon cleaning kit. Let's clear some more inventory space, because I do intend to go from here to Algonquin. Hopefully we can go white blood if we just keep chowing down here. Okay, I think I've got 2 more houses to check. Oh, the longhorn. I was like, what was that? I always like to keep the knives in the 3rd spot anyway. What's old gurgly lady doing here? Yeah, I think that house is the only one I care about anyway. She's gonna see me. Surprised she hasn't. There it is. Come on in here. Ooh. Of course you have nothing. Why would you have anything? Alright, we are getting a little color back. A little vibrancy. Of course you've seen me too. Oh, I don't have anything in the Tundra. Let's maybe change that. That would be exciting. See the only other 20 or so players on the server and click. Okay, I don't think this house spawns. Maybe up here does? Yeah, shouty. I'll come down and get you. More than one? Or just miss completely? No? Just audio glitchy? Just good old DayZ stuff? Yeah, because now... what's going on there? Oh, okay. A little bit of a lighting effect. Cut your sound for just a moment. I don't know if that is... Okay. Did that actually cut out? No, okay, good. Thought for a moment the problems had persisted all over again. I don't think I made it up during the first test or so there that the server's gonna restart. Kind of before I intended. You check it. See, I don't think I can put that in place. I think that's gotta be, it's damaged also. Do I have tape or anything? I don't have anything to fix it. So it's kind of a bummer, but I think I'd have to redo my shirt, or probably my shirt, and I don't think my jacket could go over that. So that's alright. Yeah, so I think earlier somebody had come through here. There was the group of armbands, like the 4 armbands, so obviously somebody came through here, but I think they looted everything as well. Not just come through, but actually, like, taken it out. Because the fact that there's a CR and a Tundra when the server's a little quieter, that's pretty awesome. Okay. So now, first let's go reacquire our pass-out knife, we'll call it. That is not the right way, because that's the church. And we go further right. Didn't run into any players with all the ruckus we caused earlier, but that definitely doesn't mean that's going to be the case for this run into the town, so we'll keep eyes out. I kind of do want to go grab that deer. You know, we'll plan on going into... Where was my tree? Was it up further? Must have been. We weren't this close to the town. Sound like there was a pig. It's probably trapped in the rock, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Sounds like he's right in front of me. Be really nice if he was accessible at least, but sounds like he's under my feet in the rock. Yeah, he's like right in front of me right here. That's a bummer. That would have been an easy dinner acquisition. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he's down below? Or he's running through the rock. We'll take a peek here regardless. Yeah, no. He is a subterranean pig. I'm so concerned with that. There'd just be somebody looking out the window there that would get the kill on me. Okay, to the knife. Too easily side distracted. Where? It was a tree. It wasn't down there, was it? I don't think so. Yeah, it very well could have been. Because I think it was between rocks and the tree. Yeah. I do think that was it. Let's see if we can recover that real quick. Head into the town and do the same plan that got us into this red flashing blood passing out situation from earlier. Let's get a little munching on. Actually, we should probably get rid of these poopy steaks. Yeah, I think right before we log, we'll go hunt. Was it here? I feel like it was here. Was a little bit ago at this point too. I hate tab searching places, but when I'm not entirely sure where I was. I feel like we were facing the rock though. What's over here? No. It's not a big deal. I think it was a kitchen knife. So realistically, if we've lost a kitchen knife due to passing out like a dummy, then so be it. Yeah, okay. I'm done wasting time. Did I get the last round out of the CR? I think I did. Doesn't look like I did, but... yeah, I don't think I did. That's kind of funny. I think that's bugged. I don't... you know, it's been... I haven't cooked in forever, so that's definitely not still hot, but... alright, into town. Okay, taking the road in is probably, well, let's not say probably. It's not the smartest way to go about this, but I'm getting a little complacent since the server's pretty quiet. Do this as more of like the final test to make sure our settings hold, which it looks like it's doing really well, so I'm glad I was able to figure that out. A silly mistake for trying to make things easier for myself for later. But in that case, our priorities are to reacquire more food, water source of one kind or another. Let's peek in here because I don't hear any zombies, which is concerning. Okay. Yeah, there's some... oh, yeah, okay. We have a full sleeve of them. Okay, so we'll check brick. We'll go up the backside, essentially the exact same path we took before. Let's saw the BK. Just in case we come across something. Plus, I still don't have any shells for this, so it's kind of useless as is. Not kind of, it is useless as is. There we go, because now that, yeah, that's a lot better. Half an hour left before restart. There we go. Some boots. And run around in those things. I think they're... yeah, I was about to say, they gotta be in bad shape at this point. Kinda skeevy to be, you know, going around for loot places when the server pop is as low as it is, but... you know, I don't pick what everybody else is doing. Oh, of course you're gonna see me. Come here. Need to acquire another knife also. Could have been a little better at hiding him, but yeah, let's ditch that rope belt then, because we've got the belt right now. Okay. So we've got these tables up here that are good spots. Usually for clothes and such. Hats. Oh, lighter, that's big. We have no fire making material. Okay, that's slightly concerning. I don't need the transceiver. Just wanted the battery out of it. Those shoes, though, they were on the table, but it might have been a swap out. Let's do a quick run through. Make sure we're not missing out on any treasures. That's just the balcony, isn't it? Yeah. With some dress shoes. Gotta look fancy for the zombie apocalypse. I do need to keep track of time also. I want to do a 20 minutes. I may potentially get murdered while I set a timer for that. There we go. I'd like to be logged out a good 5 minutes ahead of the scheduled restart. I did not want to come out that way, but here we are. chlorine tablets. That's pretty big. And we definitely need to find a bottle before we head out. That's red. I think mine is gray, isn't it? Oh no, mine is awful colors. No scarf? Yeah, we'll do that over the... At least it's a little better than the blue. A broom? Just what we were looking for. Yeah, if we can get a bottle now, that'll be really big with having the chlorine tablets. I thought for a moment that that was a player. Okay. Alright, let me lay down for just a moment here. Keeps popping out my player on Twitch, so I just want to make sure that I'm actually still, everything is still looking good on that. It's probably going to take way too long for me to log into this and check it, but no, don't do that. Yeah, of course. I'm glad Twitch does it, but when they're like, we need to email you a code, and it's like, you just did this, like 2 minutes ago. It's still me. Oh, broom room. Don't forget about broom room. Alright, we'll do the little shack, and then we'll look about heading across to the hunting store. This is really dumb, but I'm gonna get into this shack and get this code, get that sorted. What do we got? Fleece jumper. Small storage. That jacket is much better than my jacket. Even though it's not, there we go. It's like it's not even showing that I can have a jacket. Yeah, there we go, that looks better. Condition's good, right? I didn't even look. I just like went to throw it on. Pristine, pristine. It's all good. Pretty up later. Now's not the time. Jacket for some passerby there. Oh yeah, my intent was to take a look at this. Let me do that real quick. Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's just like the player in my thing, but it looks like it's come through on your end just fine, so keep on going. I hear a very unhappy deer also. Those pieces of garbage that clip through the floor, or not even clip through the floor, that are on the floor get me just about every time. I was going over to look like, oh, what's that scrap of bottle there? What I did want to do though is ditch. I've got 2 deagle mags. That's excessive. And the 1 deagle mag is excessive, but let's see. P1 deagle pristine. There we go. Get that on out of there. Load this up for just in cases. Alright, let's go. The server's about to restart. What's our count left? Just about 20 minutes before we want to be gone, just in case it goes early like they usually do. But I just got like this, I get that feeling, you know, when you're like, black screen is coming soon, or at least a shot. I've got that feeling creeping right now. I found a good amount of food in here, which is nice. I tried to pick it up and then it wouldn't, and I tabbed and there it was. That deer has got to be trapped in a rock. That is, that's too unhappy of a deer. Yeah, for sure. This is that way. Any goods? No treasures. Alright, with just about 20 minutes left, hunting store across the street. Fingers crossed for a bottle, and then that's gonna be it. This was shorter than I intended to, but the server restart kind of does that for you. Yeah, he's like trapped in the cliffs here, I think. Let's not make these zombie friends upset. Maybe not. If he's not, maybe we'll head his way first. This is the second time I've logged in to go back to this town though, so I'd really like to move on. What do we got? Sport point, I'm not too concerned about. We had one of those. Shirt, flannel, clothes galore in here. Fleece, nothing on the shelves. Nope. What's it look like out here? It sounds busy. Yeah, we got the 3. We could bring them into Piano House. I don't really need anything off of them though. Of course they can drop bottles. I would love if we can muster up a pistol with a silencer on it. That would be very good. I did not know that guy was there. Man, he scared me. No, I knew it. Did he not? Really? Okay. Yeah, he's gotta go. We can't have him alerting folks. Come on, man. Really? There we go. Now you know what's up. Okay. I don't really want you running around either, though. You know what? Server's gonna restart. Just come on. Get over here. You have battery in that flashlight? You do not. Is my flashlight pristine? It is. Your flashlight means nothing to me. Okay, now, just because this deer... Oh man, we got food? Unknown? I will always munch down some unknown. Oh, okay, of course. Thanks, Stutters. Really? I can't afford to bleed. We've already played that game today. What do you want? All your friends have already done it, so why not? Yeah, that's fine. That was totally a hit. The noise behind me in the tree there was scaring me so bad. Man, wait till I be able to bled fast on that. Stupid helmet. Nobody cares. Okay. I just wanted to sort some foods to get some unknown food in. This is why I can't make it these. Is this like 7 Days to Die? No, this is not like 7 Days to Die. Well, I say that. I've never played 7 Days to Die, so I couldn't honestly tell you. DayZ is a beast all its own, I'll say for sure. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. I do recommend it. Okay, yeah, that's 100% of these rocks then. What's our time? About 13 minutes. Man, that sucks. There's another animal that's just... Hello, dear. God. Him walking around sounded like it was coming from all around me, and I was freaking out. Okay, I don't need the matches. I've got the lighter now. This looks like canned something. Chocolat. Give me a bottle. That's all I care about. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at 308, but I really doubt I'm going to get that in the piano house in Algonquin. How's that stack up to Nautic? Pristine, medium. Same. I'm good with what we got then. Hey, thanks so much for that. That scared me so bad because I'm waiting for a shot to come through the window. Let me expand my bit there. Specific goal. So this is Deadfall, the map. What do we got? Wool? I don't think we're pristine, are we? We're not. Deadfall has got, it's kind of hard to explain without showing the map to you, but there is like 2 sections of the map. If you're familiar, stop me. But one section is kind of this area where I'm at. I'm in the town of Algonquin right now. It's like the starter area, if you will, you know, where you just kind of get geared up. Okay, the tree on the other side there scared me. And then you try to get the proper gear to get through the passage. And on the other side of the passage, it's totally different biome, it's totally different enemies. It's a really cool kind of dichotomy of DayZ, if you will, where it patches together 2 different things. It's like the other side is like the military side, where you're really running into a bunch of, you know, geared up guys that'll stay over there. There's kind of a story. Plenty of guys on YouTube and stuff. I'm a big Running Man's fan, so he's done multiple full playthroughs. He's in the rocks, okay, of Deadfall. So I won't spoil it for you in case you don't want to see that. Hopefully someday here on the channel we'll make it happen. I've only made it to the other side of the passage with a team and then died shortly thereafter. So it's not easy. It's a lot of fun though. It's a lot different. So that long-winded answer to what's my specific plan. 36. That's damage though, isn't it? I still want it. Is just to get through the passage, essentially. Like that's goal 1, and then goal 2 is to not die. That's kind of silly to say, but it's true. Ultimately, you want to get to the end of the map. Is kind of where I'll leave it at. I know that's not that's not very informative. But yeah, it's really neat. If you do want to spoil it for yourself and you are interested on the map itself, I highly recommend going to check out. I'm really partial to Running Man's. I know there's a bunch of other YouTube, like a bunch of people like Sour Sweet, both really good DayZ players. But I don't know, Running Man's is an older gent like I am, so I think he resonates with me a little bit better. But yeah, if you've heard me blabbing, pop is relatively low right now, so I don't anticipate running into anybody. This whole stream tonight was just to make sure I could sort out multi-streaming. I was having some issues with it. Seems to be looking pretty good. If that's not the case, please let me know. But yeah, when the server restarts in about 10 minutes here, that's going to be it for tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and update, well, I won't update my schedule, but I will be streaming tomorrow night about the same time. For sure. If I'm playing DayZ, likely that I'll just stream it, just to share it with you folks. So if you did happen to kind of see the popping in and out of the stream when I was trying to figure out the bugs, I appreciate you sticking around. I don't think we're gonna see a bottle in the next sub 10-ish minutes. That's the bummer. So I kind of just want to make my way to the guard shack. I do need to hit the well though. That would be ideal. I do have chlorine tablets now. Didn't we get 3? Yeah, we do have 3 chlorine tablets. So realistically, I could just push on and not worry about the well here it would just really prioritize getting a canteen in the military area. Beanie? I think that other zombie that keeps yelling at me. Sewing kit. That's nice. Got some damaged stuff we need to take care of. I don't think he's down there. I think... Or is he? Okay, well there are some. I'm definitely hearing some that are aggroing that were like in the rocks and such. Oh, what do we got? Nothing of note. Alright, yeah. Let's not get into a situation like we did last time where we get knocked unconscious twice by only zombies. Let's just peek. We'll hit the guard shack. And then we'll find a nice little hidey hole. Bullets. Of course it's 22. And of course I have no gun that takes 22, but you know I'm gonna take it. IJ, do you have a mag? You don't, but pack rat me. I'm taking it. I think I even fired all our yeah, I did. Fired all our magnum shots. I don't think oh I do have some. One. Fantastic. That's a good reason to keep a gun. You've got one bullet for it. You don't want that to go to waste. Right, let's see. Can we get the police cars, the guard shack, and get out of here before mayhem ensues? What is that? That's a weapon of some sort. CR. It's in bad shape though. Little officer zombie. Oh crap, it's only the front door. What's our time? This is exactly the same situation I was in before, where I was like, I can sneak past him, and then I had 15 zombies running at me. It's gonna happen right now, I can feel it. As long as we can take you out. There we go. You got nothing? Yeah, no worries, of course. It is, I don't know if you have PlayStation, but it's free on PlayStation Plus right now, so there's been a big influx of new players over there, for better or worse. Some folks are not enjoying their time, because it's not easy. I only have like 200 hours, I think, probably less than that. So it's tough. You know, you run into some stuff where you kind of have to figure out what to do with it, like how a zombie is inside the bricks and scaring me. But yeah, if you got PlayStation, you can check that out. I think it's on Game Pass too for Xbox, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I answered your, is it like 7 Days to Die? And I'm like, no, it's not. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have 7 Days to Die. I've never played it. But yeah, I do recommend it, even if it, of course, there's more of you. I think what we're going to do is just run in here if we can. Just don't look. That helps. And you saw nothing. Okay, you saw us. You know what? IJ, you're gonna come in handy. I know. Is this 919? Oh, it's 380. I don't have any 380. I've got essentially nothing. I was just gonna say, I'll just shoot my way out because the server's gonna restart. Who cares? But yeah, I don't really have anything that I'm willing to waste bullets. Can you run? Can you run? Not without attracting more. I don't think... Yeah, I think that's the only way in or out. So that was an interesting decision to make. Wire we don't need. Okay, they named that game appropriately then, didn't they? Are you out here? You are out here. Let's lock you in here, though. Yeah, so overall, like, just DayZ in general, as I get my butt kicked, there's not really like a set goal. It's you know, go around the map, get as much gear as you can, and then kind of find people to use that gear on. And realistically, there we go. That worked out well. You get so many more encounters on the way to gearing up that you likely don't hit any type of end game anyway. Like, oh my goodness, a bottle? What is happening? Did we just hit the lottery? So it, you know, even when you go into, no, I'm not prepared for you. Dump the bottle out and get smacked. Don't drink empty. Okay. All right. Okay. Bad. Running into guys. Okay, so we've doomed ourselves. Number one, let's get one of these off. That did not go as well as I thought. I was like, I'm gonna be able to get 2 for 1. Oh my god. Run. Anyway, as I panicked myself. Yeah, you get so far through the game that you're gonna encounter somebody before you reach your personal goals anyway. So that always throws a wrench in it. And it's not really like, you know, if you have better gear, you're gonna win. Like it really is a matter of how you position and how you fight and stuff like that. So it's really cool. It is a lot slower pace though. That's what some people don't like about it. I have one door out of here. So like fights aren't Call of Duty quick. You know, you kind of like have to slow down to see where everybody's at. You guys are very noisy. I don't really want to log in this building, but I think I kind of have to. Let's run for it. Go! Okay. I would like to fight like 1 or 2 of you. Oh, you didn't go down. If I had a better knife, this would be a lot faster too. Server, please don't restart. Please don't restart. Wait for me. Okay, they've got nothing. There's so many. I gotta get out of here. Okay, the good news is I have a friend in tow. The good news is we got the bottle, so we're gonna be able to do what I wanted to and water up before we leave the area. We've got the chlorine tablets, so I can purify water after the fact. Let's just get away from town for a minute, because usually when it says server restarting in 5, it's gonna restart in like a minute. This is a terrible spot to log out, but it's gonna have to do. I'll probably end up logging in tomorrow with the servers full and there'll be somebody in town, but that's okay. I'm gonna throw you on the intro screen while I log out here. And we listened to our friend Deer Stuck in the Rocks yell his mouth off. So once again, I didn't intend to end this quickly either. But tonight's stream was just kind of iron the bugs out. So again, hopefully video quality was really good, because that's what was really suffering recently with the multi-stream there. We've traveled 11 kilometers and killed no one. So hopefully we change that. This is the end of day 2 for this life. So we'll see what we get into probably tomorrow. Those that popped in, appreciate you. Thanks so much for chatting. Look forward to seeing you next time. If you happen to be watching this at a later time, I'm Elder B. Take care.